Okay, so we're going to do some practice with identifying the types of energy transformations that are occurring in different situations. So what you're going to do is on your note sheet where it says Energy Transformations Guided Practice, you're going to fill out this chart with me as we go through each example. So for example name, we're just going to write whatever's on the top of the slide. For energy input, you're going to think what form of energy is going into the situation. So from our 6 forms of energy from yesterday, which form is being used in the situation as input? And then for energy output, you're going to think what form of energy is being produced. So from our 6 forms of energy, which one is being produced? Alright, so let's start with the first one. The first one is a light bulb. So you're going to write light bulb for example name. So the input energy right here on the left is electricity. So think of what type of energy, what form of energy that goes with. Okay, you're going to write that for energy input. And then the energy output is light, the light produced from the light bulb. So think of which form of energy light is. So take a few seconds to write that down in your chart. We're going to check your answer in a second. Okay, so hopefully you wrote electrical energy is going in and electromagnetic energy is coming out. Okay? Alright, let's try another one. Write electric oven, an electric oven for the example name. So think of what type of energy is going into that electric oven. Okay, an electric oven gets energy from electricity. And then think of what energy is coming out, so what it actually is doing. What is an oven doing to your food? Okay, so hopefully you're thinking electricity is going in and heat is being produced. So now you're going to write for energy input and output what form of energy those two match up with from our forms of energy from yesterday. Electricity as input and heat as output. Okay, take a few more seconds to decide the forms of energy that are going in and the form of energy that's coming out. Okay, so hopefully you had electrical energy as our input and thermal energy, heat, as our output, so thermal energy. Okay, the next one, a battery-powered flashlight. Okay, so hopefully you're thinking, all right, what type of energy is in batteries and what type of energy is light, so the waves of light. And you're putting that in the energy input section and the energy output section on your chart. So take a few seconds to decide which form of energy is going into the battery-powered flashlight and which form of energy is coming out of the flashlight. Okay, so hopefully you had chemical energy going in, right? That's stored energy. And then electromagnetic energy coming out, so energy in the form of light waves. Okay, the last one, a coal power plant. So this is a plant where they use lumps of coal and they heat them up to produce electrical power. So hopefully you're thinking, okay, what type of energy is coal and what type of energy is electricity? So on your chart for energy input, you're going to put the type that goes with coal and the type that goes with electricity for energy output. Okay, so hopefully you put chemical energy for coal, again it's stored energy not being used yet, and electrical energy for the electricity. Okay, so these again are just examples of energy transforming from one form to the other. Remember, energy is not just created out of nowhere, it's just transformed from one form to the next.